Theta Fuel TFUEL. This token is quite interesting. So obviously, this runs the Theta ecosystem and pays for all the transactions. It's the true utility token of everything to do with Theta. I actually look at this with and think this has real potential to have a very good year, but it's going to depend on what happens with Theta overall. But I really want to take a dive into Theta and see where they're at and what's needed for these to have a really good run. And before I get into it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet just shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I show myself buying up all of these cryptos. These were all coins that I thought could do really well, and you can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos, as well as the highs that these coins hit around about 16 months on. And these are what your profits would have been. So 100 into each would have netted you over 123 grand. Now the thing is obviously you don't have 16 months to get everything sorted. We're in a bull cycle right now, and if you're sitting on cryptos that are not performing for you, you've got dead wood you've got to get rid of. And if you're not sure where to start at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. If you go onto the site, by the way, you'll be able to see what my members have earned. You can read their testimonials on the service they get. And you can see the successes we've had. All of it, by the way, is public record. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. On Copy My Crypto, I share with my members every single coin I own. When I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell and price I'm going to do it at. So my members get in and out of crypto the same price as me, which is why they make the same profit. Now, we're in a bull cycle right now, guys, and we've yet to even see the true bounce of Trump, which we will begin seeing after the inauguration. So time is of the essence to start getting your portfolios up to scratch, guys. Now, Theta Fuel. So, launched back in 2019 and nice low price, under a cent, and did really well in the bull cycle. Got to highs of, I think it was a little under 70 cents. 68.07 cents, which is pretty spectacular. And like I said, it's the utility token for Theta. So Theta is a layer 1 and blockchain, and it's a decentralized video infrastructure for video, AI, and entertainment use cases. And their dual network, Theta itself, is the governance token and stakes the token to secure the network. The TFUEL is used for all gas transactions and on-chain smart contract interactions. They also created the next generation Edge network, which is they've also created Theta Edge Cloud, which is the first hybrid cloud computing platform to build on a fully distributed architecture. They have got their Web3 infrastructure up and running that has already worked with massive household names, and that's people like that was Katy Perry, that was Samsung, Sony, American Idol, The Price is Right. They also were working with World Poker Tour, which is massive. Like I spent most of my childhood watching World Poker Tour. And their governance council is led by massive names. Again, you've got Google, you've got Samsung, you've got Sony, Creative Arts Agency, Binance, Blockchain Ventures, huge leaders in the space. And to add to this, they are advised by the co-founder of YouTube, which is Steve Chen, and the co-founder of Twitch, which is Justin Khan. I'm not sure how to say. And why would they be interested? Well, think about it from because one of the things that Theta got up and running was a sharing of bandwidth, which allows for streaming services to work, reducing huge costs. If that kind of architecture, which is patented, was to be utilized by like a YouTube or a Twitch, they would save stupid amounts of money. You're talking millions and millions and millions and millions. And Theta's infrastructure could, in theory, be used to support your Netflixes, your Now TVs, your Amazon Primes. Like, there is so many ways that their architecture could support really well-established streaming services. And then all of a sudden, the potential for this to do well is through the roof. you share your GPU for AI and video workloads, and that earns you TFUEL. So the TFUEL is what you will always earn by helping basically the services run themselves. Which again, as an architecture, I really like. They used to have Theta.tv as well, which was pretty cool. I quite liked that, but that disappeared sadly. And again, since being up and running, pretty damn well established. I mean, Theta basically broke into the top 100 and has never left. Hell, TFUEL isn't exactly far behind either. In terms of the staking as well, what bodes really well is there's a lot of the tokens are staked. Nearly 40% of the 40% plus of Theta tokens are staked. 38% of TFUEL tokens are staked or locked. So again, from that perspective, if there is buying pressure, you've only got roughly 62% of the actual circulating supply available to buy. A lot less available to sell, which again bodes very, very well in terms of potential buying pressure that can be caused. It's not like one thing I'll say, it's not like transactions are through the roof. By the way, 17,000 transactions in the last 24 hours, but their meta chain transaction history does look pretty good. It looks very stable. It looks like they've got active, regular users, and there's plenty of different dApps that are on their main chain. You've got Vault Swap, you've got Pen Theta, EtherPass, TNS, and there's tons more. Again, what they've built, short space of time, pretty good. I mean, 5 years, but yeah, pretty good. And the beta launch of the hybrid edge cloud architecture is June 25th. So, about a year. About 6 months. So again, they continue to push really, really well. You've got, as you can see, active edge nodes. You've got 21,000. You've got 1,300 Guardian nodes, and you've got 25 validator nodes. Obviously, different requirements in terms of the amount of Theta required to run said nodes. But again, as you can see, working with American Idol, working with CAA, that's the Creative Arts Agency. Google, you've got and Sony, big, massive names. Now, really, what I think is going to be the driving force for Theta is going to be what enterprises use Theta. Their AI technology partners, you've got Google, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, etc., etc. You've got big names. Well, PokerTour was excited to fully integrate with Theta Network. Again, I thought that was a brilliant one. Built on Theta's patent number 17 to implement DRM via NFTs in a decentralized network. Digital rights management, which again, digital rights management is a big deal. There's a lot of copyright issues in music, so and entertainment, so digital rights, very, very important, as you can see. That's why you've got big ass names again working with Theta. They have done so much. I really think the big driving force for Theta this bull cycle is mostly going to come from who they end up working with, the announcements in and around that. And if we see another massive TV show partner with Theta, if we see an enormous streaming service, this goes through the roof. And TFUEL again will go through the roof because it is the utility token. Quite often in crypto, we see utility tokens really rival, sometimes even surpass the market cap of the governance token. Whenever it's dual architecture, we can look at examples. You had Neo and Neo Gas. You had Ontology Gas. There was another one, something energy. That's really going to annoy me now. A small gaming one. All right. Anyway, and I think one big announcement, this blasts. I can honestly see this challenging $1. Is it going to hit $1? The thing is, right, if Theta breaks its previous all-time high, Theta Fuel will. And Theta's previous all-time high, I believe, was about $14 or so. So if that does crack that, I think Theta Fuel can hit $1. I really, really, really do. Because that would put, it would mean it doesn't overtake Theta's market cap. But again, I think the big thing for this is going to be that it revolves around what partnerships Theta get. Now, Theta Fuel could, of course, get a Coinbase listing. That would bounce it for sure. But the key thing is going to be, like, do they work with a massive streaming service? Or do they just start seeing... Do we start seeing partnerships that are significant partnerships arriving to Theta? If we do, this can move very, very fast. Again, utility token has arguably more use case. Well, no, it does have more use cases than a governance token. Now, yes, Theta stakes and secures the network, but in terms of actual use case, TFUEL is the use case. So will it move? Yeah, if there's big announcements. But considering what they've built, considering the partnerships that they've already developed, it would not be a shock to see them land a big partnership, would it? So I think it's a solid bet, but of course it's a speculative play, but they've really established themselves pretty well. Obviously not financial advice. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, guys. Do you think if you're a Theta holder or a TFUEL holder, what are you hoping for this year? What partnerships would you love to see? Share in the comments. And guys, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you're not happy or confident in the coins you own, if they're not performing for you, then you've got crap in your portfolio, you've got to shift. If you don't know where to start in terms of which coins to shift, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with my members. And if you were to join, you would be able to see my whole portfolio. You then can look at your portfolio and go, I really hate this coin that's in mine. Maybe I'll shift it out for one of James's. And if you go on to Copy My Crypto, you'll see what my members have earned. You can see our successes. You can see the testimonials from my members on the service they receive. This is public record. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. Right now we're in a bull cycle. And if you've got deadwood in your portfolio, shifting that has got to be a number one priority, because Trump's getting inaugurated in, like, at the time of recording, this is 6 days. And if you've got the wrong coins in your portfolio, you're just going to watch everyone else making money this year while you don't. Don't let that be you guys. And that is it from me. I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.